was trying to log into the email.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's moving all by itself. Like opening some notepad, typing stuff. What's it doing?
Okay. I can't believe this is actually going right now. He's
Happy birthday, Vicky. I'm still kind of getting set up. I switched out my phone camera. Put my new camera on here. Oh, I turn that down too. So, No, I hope you have a good birthday. Oh. I'll come talk to you here in a minute. don't even know if I want to listen to Christmas music.
The path ahead is not always an easy one. The TVA for maneuvering through
That's better. Good morning. I wonder if I'll get a copyright on that. I thought it was all instrumental. Good morning, Rubberneck. I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't feel that good. I'm going to go turn that down. I don't like this song. All right, I'm back. How'd you sleep? It's just, well, you know what's going on with me, so. Hey, Squirrel Kelly. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. You are awake pretty early. You have no idea. That's why I didn't even want to play Christmas music. A lot of shit's going on with me right now. So I don't know what's going to happen. Looks like I'm going to be moving. So I'm just going to show my art today. I may have to run to town. I don't know. We'll see what today brings. I'll may go live tomorrow all day, but I don't think people want to sit here and look at the same sculpture spinning for 24 hours. So I'm going to be trying to swap them out the best I can. I hope you're doing good, Kelly. I haven't really celebrated Christmas in many, many years. So that's who I am. Let's swap this one out. We'll throw something else up. I got a lot of new ones. I just sanded my oldest one right here. This is the Thinking Egg. I mean, everything's for sale. Price is Right. This one, you know, is my favorite. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, you can hang out with Romanek and I if you like. Try to get it more upbeat, and just depends. My Dancing on Lava. Oh, you liked my lava? That's actually the crucible I've used for the last 3 years to melt my aluminum and brass, and it is. I had to finally retire it. It's so fragile. Dancing on Lava. All right, that's the name of that one. Excuse me. This one here is called the Thinking Egg. It's one of my very first ones. It's kind of weird how where I started with my artwork. You know, if you've seen my posts throughout the years, nice jelly. Dancing on Lava, yeah, if I can remember it. My brain doesn't work too good anymore. That's actually, I never thought of that. You know, you're saying how it looks like a melting spoon. I thought it was an alien world, but Dancing on Lava sounds good. I mean, I was trying to make it look like lava or molten aluminum. It needs to be put under glass. All my sculptures just kind of need to be put under glass. We'll go ahead, and we're just kind of throwing out the minis right now. I let them go for about $30 each. They used to be my before I got my channel stickers and magnets that somebody made me. I made these minis. To give away. I've given over 100 sculptures away. Well, see, here's a good song. Maybe I'll just go through these real quick and just show them all. That's what I always liked about my art was people see different things. You see what you want to see. Got a whole set of pool balls. These are just the two that I made. I sent the 2 ball to somebody, and the 7 ball is gone. Sent that to 7 stacks. That's the thinking egg. That's one of my oldest ones that I truly love. I was going to give it away, but 323. Try to get him back in there. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was just so unique. I had to make them, and it's actually my favorite sculpture. Turn that down. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I guess there's a lot of people out there that are alone during Christmas time, and but I got a bob. Playing with this mustard packet. Well, do they come see you during Christmas, or? The emerald? Um, yeah. Ah. Yeah, I've got one son. I haven't seen him in over 8 years. So I usually go downhill starting September. And September through December, I am not in a good way. No, you're fine, Kelly. You can say whatever you want. Um, I, I, I'm tired of going live. I'm tired of being on YouTube. I'm tired of half the people on YouTube. So, there's some great people on YouTube that I really truly love, but there's a couple that I just really don't like. You feel like you're intruding on your kids? I don't. I miss my mom so much. She passed away too young. My dad was an asshole. He mentally abused me when I was a kid, and I disowned him when I was 21. And that was the last time I talked to him. He really messed me up in the head when I was a kid. I've pretty much been on my own since I was around 15. I moved across the United States, traveled, built a lot of houses, helped a lot of people. Yeah. It's weird how some families are that way. My mom, when I moved out here to Tennessee, my mom died from cancer. She said, "Don't worry about it, don't worry about it," and she was gone. But then, about 6 months, it hurt. Now, on the other hand, I just found out from my sister-in-law that my dad died over 2 years ago. And I was kind of pissed because I wanted to get a fifth of tequila and a keg of beer and a limo and celebrate. So, yeah, that's what upset me. So, you're thinking about the emerald. You're talking about this little guy right here. Mhm. Just let me know. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this. I might just keep it like this. It's kind of cute. Or I might put it on a wooden base or something. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. Um, Here's one of my old ones. 124. And it's not even polished. It looks like the Holy Grail. It's just old and it's something I kind of threw together. We call this one the Jockey Riding a Dinosaur. That's what we named it several years ago. It's just when I first started putting this together and going through hard times. Mom and Dad got divorced when I was 17, and I have two younger brothers. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 10. Um, my mom finally had enough of my dad. My dad was really, really mean. And me and my brother, who I don't talk to, we got in an argument, like brothers do, in the driveway after splitting wood. And my dad came and grabbed me and my brother's heads and knocked them together. And my mom saw it, and that's when she said, "That's it." A small ant chamber. Um, I've got full small ant hills that I poured in brass. I did pour some copper, but those sold last year. Heavy party mode, huh? What took so long? Wow. Yeah, that's kind of why I made these small ones. Like this one here, I was selling for like $50, $60 shipping, something like that. That's, again, this was, 2 years ago. Um, I was part of the coin community, which I still owe a couple of them some sculptures, and I just this past year I really fell down, um, it's, I don't know. I mean, I kind of lost it. I really need to move out of here because I'm losing it bad. Bob is going nuts. Um, no, I'm glad my mom left my dad. He was terrible. He was a very terrible person. And maybe that's why I don't talk to my son. Maybe my son saw that in me. I don't know, or I have no idea. I mean, my son was the best thing in the world to me, and I treated him. But then I got hooked up with a girl, and she had two daughters. So I don't know what happened, if something happened there, or I have no idea. He just went back to his mom and didn't want to talk to me any. And I've lost touch with him now. I got so many pictures of him and stuff. Oh, you guys want to see a good one? Yeah, that's what I need to do, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Here's a decent one. Here's one of my newer ones. Actually, I'm going to take that one off. Here's one of my newer ones because I'm going to clean that one. I've been working on some other ones, but some, again, these are dust collectors, but I try to clean them before I ship them out. Again, like I said, these need to be under glass. Um, I've kind of given up. I'm kind of giving up. I don't know what's going on with this Trans-Siberian stuff. I thought it was all instrumental. I really don't like their singing. Be back here in a minute. Oh. I don't want relaxing. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it off for now. Or maybe I'll just throw on. After we get through the ad. There. How you doing, Bob? This one doesn't have a name. I'm probably going to send this one to somebody that has been waiting for one for a while. Good supporter. Well, a lot of people said coral. You know, And there she is. I was just talking about you, Laura. I don't know. I really don't feel good still. Gatata's got one of my pieces. How are you doing? I can't even remember which one you got, Gatata. It's been so long. My symptoms. Loneliness. I'm just not in a good way. Upper endoscope? What? Hiatal hernia. Ooh. Everything, rubberneck. That's not good. Are you going to go in for surgery? I take it. What's going on here? Am I stuck? Am I spinning? I think I'm spinning. Oh, no. Piece of biopsy. So I have to wait all up 2 weeks. Is it operable? Right now, I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, I kind of do, but I'm we were talking about this yesterday, Rubberneck, that I'm pretty much stuck where I am. More Merry Christmas, Dougie Doug. How you doing? Hey, you get down, mouse. Get down. $50-50. Sorry to hear that. How you doing, Doug? Doug's got one of my coolest pieces. He's if you guys, go check out Doug. Again, I love Doug. I'm just one of those guys, when somebody pisses me off, I just don't want to hang around certain people. But Doug, I love that guy. He's an awesome person. Aw, Cat. You're welcome. Mouse. You too, Doug. I wish you. Hope everything's going good up there. Um, I've just kind of been to myself lately, and my life just kind of went to hell last week, a couple weeks ago. So had some weird guy show up, on my porch saying that he bought the property here, and hand me a handwritten note on notebook paper saying I got 15 days to vacate. So I'm going to look at the property real quick. And he got in his truck and left, and he left that on my porch. So I grabbed the note, read it, and then I called the lawyer. I'm like, is this even legal? I mean, I've lived here for almost 5 years, and I don't even know this joker. And then he showed up a couple days ago wanting to clean up the backyard. And I told him to get your ass back in your vehicle and get the hell out of here. Don't come back until after Christmas. And I told him to do it legally. Sitting there, hand me a handwritten note on a piece of notebook paper telling me to get out. All right, Kelly, thank you. I mean, that's fine. Thanks, Gatita. I mean, I kind of vaguely remember. I mean, I've given out so much. Yeah, so I'm selling all my art. I haven't worked in about 4 months or so. Zach really helped me out, and I was finally trying to feel better about my life. And I was working at his place down the road, and then he sold it, and so I've just kind of been sitting here by myself inside the house. I really don't like where I live. I love the place I live, the house, the acreage. It's quiet, it's peaceful, nobody really bothers me, but I stopped going down and seeing Miss Constance, and because I wasn't down there working on her house and being at her beck and call, I just stopped going down there, and so now she just wants me out. So that's what I think is going on right now. Mouse, what are you doing? Mouse wanted some attention. There's nothing up here. This one doesn't have a name. It's this is one of my newer ones. I haven't named it. Some have got names, some don't. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to move anyways. Where I live, it's just a weird place. I don't know anybody. I don't like the people. They think they own everything up here. They're just local people. It's a small town, so there's nothing around me. If I want to go get a McDonald's, it's 30 minutes away. There's no medical. There's no nothing. I'm smack in dab in the middle of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Nashville, Tennessee, and there's just nothing around me. Well, Thanks, Reverend Eck. I mean, I'm not trying to ask for help. I know a lot of people, they do things for other people on YouTube, but I'm not that kind of guy that wants to say, hey, I need help. But I don't know. At least I got stuff to sell. Oh, I see it all the time on YouTube. I mean, I see people doing benefits, and that's just not me. Hi, Jazz. Well, we'll see how this goes. All my art's for sale. I got so much stuff piled up from 5 years. I used to own a camper, but sold that. So that's going to be... Thank you, Jazz. I'm going to be showing a lot in the next 24 hours. Let's go play somewhere else. Get. Mouse. You and Bob are not going to be playing up here. Get down. Get down. You're going to ruin my stuff. Get. Come here. Little shithead. Sorry about that. We had a little mouse interference. Those cats keep me going, I'll tell you that much. How you doing, cat? Well, I've got my art to sell. I've got a lot of stuff to sell. I put up my chainsaw that my mom gave me when I was 17 years old. It's on Marketplace, and that's just it. I mean, I've got all this stuff to sell, but because of where I live, nobody buys anything. It's not like I'm asking, brand new cost for stuff. But because of where I live, out in the middle of nowhere, I've had several people wanting to buy my silver, which silver's almost $70 an ounce now. And, I've got it listed at, cheaper than that. So, yeah, well. Verizon screwed me over, Gatita. You'll have to email me. My email's the same, but I went from prepaid Verizon to postpaid because I wanted to get this new phone, and it was supposed to be locked in for 3 years at $55 a month. And it ended up, they started charging me just outrageous fees and disconnection fees. And I told them, I spent over 40 hours within 5 months on the phone with 60 different people that could hardly speak English on Verizon, and they just pissed me off so bad I told them to shove it up their ass. I mean, Verizon really screwed me over. I lost my phone number that I had for over 20 years. And so I went, and actually I'm on Verizon. I got Visible, which is $25 a month. So I paid for 6 months, and it was like $130 for 6 months. And so I got a new number. So if you email me, I can give you my new number if you want it. Hey, Muaz. Bob. Bob. Get down. Mm. Anyways, I got this one cleaned up. I don't have a name for the one spinning right now. Shell game, I don't know. I mean, they all look like people to me. I think it's beautiful. It came out really nice. If you look at my last short, this is the one I put the thumbprint on, but then I sanded it all down and lacquered it. So that's why the base is all nice and shiny. I haven't signed this one yet. This one ain't signed either. This is one of my newest ones. These ones are around. These ones run around $200. I used to charge 150, but that was over a year ago. But I'm asking around 150, 200. Today I'd probably give them away for about 150. So, I'm still, it all depends on what happens. Um, till the end of the year. I mean, I'm not gonna move until at least the first of the year. If I wanted to, I could fight this and I can stay here for, you know, 3 months. They can go the legal route and file for eviction and all that crap, and or they can be nice and say, which all that's going to be live. If the guy shows back up, he's going live on YouTube, and I'm going to have a talk with him and let him know where he can stick it, and then we'll go from there. But the way he came at me really pissed me off. Thinking like I was just gonna pack up my truck and leave after 5 years. That ain't gonna happen. So, all right, Gadita, thank you. I can probably pull it up. I don't know if Doug's still in here. Oh. Oh, there's Gadita's. She got one of my sloping arts. Here's what Gadita's got. She got one of my I remember that one. Yeah, that was one of my first pieces. I don't even know my new phone number. It's a 720 number though. I'll tell you that. I got a Colorado phone number. That way, I just I just didn't want a Tennessee phone number because I actually knew I was going to be moving. I just didn't know when. So, yep, Rubberneck got one of my dice. I actually got 3 dice for sale. And I got a Bob for sale. Anybody want a bob? Yeah, you better run away. Yeah, Bob's been driving me nuts. He knows something's wrong with me and something's going on. I gotta sign these pieces. We still got the Blackened Heart, which is one of my favorites. I really can't believe, I really got to do something about that, but I don't know. Gosh darn it. Yeah, Rubberneck gave me an idea. She cleans hers with a toothbrush. So, I thought this one was really cool. I've made a lot of really, really nice pieces in the past. I wish I would have kept them all and just had one big gallery setting and sold them for a lot of money. But I didn't. And again, you know, before I ship them out and pack them, I usually give them one more go ahead, and that way everything looks brand spanking new. And, I might. I might. I told Kat that she can come get them, but he might be going somewhere. He might be going somewhere soon. I don't know. I mean, what am I going to do? I mean, I'm going to try, if I move, I'm going to try to either go to Colorado or Montana. I just want to find a nice place where I can live out the rest of my life, which I don't know. Yeah, wire, that's how I polish mine, is a fine wire wheel. I got a Dremel now, so I can kind of buff them up really quick. This is a one-of-a-kind double piece, the Blackened Heart. I'm asking $850 for it, and I don't know. I'm trying to. It's kind of like Picasso. I saw a documentary on Picasso the other day, and I kind of feel like him right now. I probably should be in a hospital. I probably should be getting checked out. I mean, he had a lot worse stuff going on with him, especially back in those days. But, I think I've made a name for myself for the past 3 years on YouTube that I'll be remembered once I'm gone. My pieces are all signed. So who knows 10 years from now what this piece right here, the Blackened Heart, be worth. Some of my original pieces. As for now, I've got a couple that I am working on that I'll be working on later today and tonight that I've already got. I just got to glue them and epoxy and do a little bit of cleaning and stuff. But I'm done making art for now. I really need to sell as much as I can, because I got to get out of here. If I don't get out of here, I'm never going to leave alive. They need to be put in a gallery. I need to, and that's what I might check into. If, we'll see what happens after Christmas. Um, we'll see if any of these sell by Christmas. If they do, I'll try to get them boxed up and shipped out on Friday and Saturday. I'm really bad at shipping, but now if a piece is sold, I'll get it shipped out right away. I don't care if I got to stay up all night packing each and every one, because one, I can't take all these with me. I know Gatta. I tried that. I tried that with the coin community, and I got screwed over. A couple of people really upset me in the coin community, and that's why I still owe them some art. I was selling $1,000 piece of art for $150, and at the time it helped me. It paid my electrical bill. It paid my water bill. The coin community are great people, and I love them all. Well, I love most of them, but there's a couple that really pissed me off, and I just shut down. And I still owe a few of them some of my art. So some of this, that's what hurt the most, is that my art, like this piece right here, that is, I put a price tag on this for almost $2,000. That's what I got into it. That's the material, the labor, the polishing, the lacquer, the sanding, the base, just everything that goes into these. It's art. It's not just thrown together, and you can't go to Walmart and buy something like this. You can't. You just can't. I made so much art in the past couple of years, and I feel like I got screwed out of my art. One person really helped me out, and she got so much of my art that I just, she really did help me out. She really did earn all the pieces that she got. And she is a very good woman, and she's been through a shitty world also. So, yeah, I'm not gonna do races for my art again at that price. You know, unless there's a hundred people that are racing and you put, you know, $5 each in or something like that. That's the only way I'll do duck races again. You know, but you know, selling my $1,000 piece of art for $150 really hurt. So that's kind of why I stopped that. You know, for the past year, I've been struggling for the last couple of years. You know, I had an incident that happened that a lot of people know about, and it really screwed me up in the head. Also, it screwed me up mentally and physically. You know, I'm permanently blind in my left eye now. Yeah, 100 people at $10 each. Yeah, I'll do a race like that, but you know, I should have probably worked on that, but I got severe depression, I got severe anxiety, I got PTSD now because of what happened to me. Um, I am blind in my left eye. My left shoulder was ripped out of my socket. So yeah, I can't do what I used to do. Oh, I know, Gata. I mean, like you said, times are hard. People are hurting. You know, just the cost of food alone. I can imagine people with families that are struggling. Um, I mean, if I knew people around here that needed my help, I'd help them with, you know, to my best of my ability. But I don't really know anybody around here. Well, that's what I was trying to do in somebody's channel, Rubberneck. You know, help her channel out, and it would have helped me out. But we never got that far. And that's what I mean about YouTube. And I don't know why I just kind of stuck with YouTube. You know, don't know why I stuck with YouTube. Here's a new piece that I kind of was messing around with. Better not be dirty. I guess it is a little bit. But this is a new piece. Yeah, I know. I know I did. I helped out a lot of people throughout the years when I shouldn't have. When I didn't have the money. But, you know, then again, several people like Dougie Doug helped me out. Grandma Kelly, she came and actually visited me 2 Memorial Days, and she bought one of my copper pieces. It's okay, Rubberneck. You know, I can understand right now that people are just, you know, people are struggling. You know, No. Oh, well, you guys can look at this piece for a little bit. Um, you know, like this dice right here, I let go for, today. I mean, I really want to throw another coat of lacquer on this one. Um, here's one of my new dice pieces. And yeah, I could have made it like really, really cool. But here's one of my new dice pieces. I could have made it like my old ones, but I wanted something different, so I burnt the hell out of this and sanded it and lacquered it, sanded it and lacquered it and sanded it. I've got probably close to 20 hours into this. But this is one of my newest ones. I don't think Rubberneck's even seen this one. Yeah, I wanted this one to look worn, burnt, something different. A lot of my pieces are for different people. I think of somebody that's got to sit in a cubicle every single day, sitting in front of a computer with, they could have something like this, maybe on a little turntable like that, which is like $10 off of eBay, or not eBay, but Amazon. Heck, you can probably pick up a turntable for like $5 these days. And, it's something one of a kind that just even if it takes your mind off of work for 1 minute, where you can just look at it and see what you see in the art, and you see all the different faces or animals or environment, or that's what I see in my art, is a place to take your mind off of reality, see something different, open up your mind to something new. And that's my art. It's not what I see in it, it's what you people see in it. I mean, me, I see faces, I see people, I see trees, I see life, I see pain, I see happiness, I see emotions, but it's what you see in it that matters. And that's what I've said since I started YouTube and showing my art. Um, you know, a year ago, I was really, really, really hurting. And that's when I just gave up. I really needed some money, and I tried selling my art back over a year ago. And, that's when I turned to the coin community. But I sat there for almost 72 hours straight trying to sell my art, and nobody bought a single piece. So that's when I said screw it and gave up. So this might be your last chance to get a piece of my art. I've got several pieces. You know, something like this, like I said, I'd let this one go for 150, which was my price over a year ago. You know, I really need to post these on Etsy, but I just kind of really gave up and never followed through on my salesmanship. Hi, JHH. Good morning. I really didn't want to sit here all day and talk, but, you know, if somebody sees something, that's what I should probably do is and thanks, Reverend Nick, for kind of helping me out. You know, she's really helped me out these last couple months. The kitties are fine. I'm not doing so well. So, I don't know if you hear a mouse in the background. I need to go get them some cat food. Oh, and I still got a bunch more. I've got so much art that I got to get rid of. Here's Top of the World. It needs to be cleaned. It's been sitting around for over a year now. You know, a lot of my art needs to be cleaned up. And I mean, it's not like dirty, it's just dust. Here's Top of the World. People actually watched me build that one. It started out with one little sprig and kind of grew. You know, a piece like this is, you know, if this was in a gallery setting, this, who knows what this would go for. Hi, super lady. Thanks for coming in. You know, these are just some unique pieces that, you know, they're one of a kind, something that you'll never see in the rest of the world. Hope you're doing good, super lady. Y'all can sit there and look at this one for, I don't know, until I switch it. I'm gonna go in the living room and kind of move you just a hair closer and straighten you up, maybe. My tripod ain't working that good. This is my old tripod. I should probably switch it. Just a little more, babe. Alright, he ain't working. I'll scoot you back then. There, how's that? Better? That's kind of the top. Oh, y'all can see it. Kind of want it right there, but it's not staying. There. More better? Sorry, I'm not fancy anymore. Hey, Cashmere. Cashmere Fuzz, 76. Rubberneck, you really need to change your name. You know, again, most of my pieces, I just, you know, I just, honestly, I don't even know what to charge for some of my artwork. You know, in my eyes and what I've got into these and the amount of hours that I've got, you know, this one here, I'd probably let this one go for $250 today. It's a lot cheaper than what I should accept, but you know, I've got $150 pieces. I've got some $30 minis. You'll see some of my bigger ones here in a little while. Easy, Rubberneck. Don't scare people away now. Yeah, this one here, I mean, I'll you know, $250 is cheap. I know. No, but thanks for your help. And that's fine. I mean, you're top dog in this chat, so. And I know you're worried about me. So. She's my best supporter. She's followed me for years. There's a lot of good supporters, but she knows what I'm going through, and she's been there for the past couple of years, so she really knows who I am. I know. You've done a lot. I'm gonna go sip on some coffee, and we've still got so many art pieces to go through. We may be running this 24/7 for the next couple days. I'm not proud of my price. I would charge, if this was in a gallery setting, I would charge probably close to $1,800 for this. You know, again, someday, you know, a lot of people, I've already sent out over 100 pieces of art. Within the last 3 years, I've sent out over 100 pieces, and this is the last of it for now. Unless I can find a place to move to and be happy, I'm not going to be making too much more. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. Cashmere. I'll be back. I'm going to go rest for a minute. Feel like I just see it waste of time.
Made with real fruit and a good source of protein, ℤ𝔼𝔻 is America's favorite strawberry yogurt.
Hello, Ryan Reynolds here. The air is
crap.
cloudy, the days are shorter, and
Well.
I completely and totally misunderstood this commercial entirely. Apparently, it's
I'll
time
get
to
my
bundle
phone.
up Mint's new home internet premium unlimited wireless for $40 a month. Not physically bundle up, because that's stupid. 5G home internet, free unlimited wireless, and you know what it's a little bit gonna do out here, so I'm just gonna actually, can I keep this? Is this spoken for? Is this nobody's? That's nice.
bit different, isn't it, 3D? Yes. Three D. You haven't seen my work, have you? Move, mouse. Get down. Oh, I was just taking a break. Some people don't understand what I do. Give me a sec. Well, about over 3 years ago, I was taking care of this elderly lady named Miss Constance, and that's where I live in her other house up here, and now I got to move, you know. So I got shit on, but I've got a few pieces that I'm selling, but I got to move. I got a few others, but I'm going to be showing these off for the next several days. Sorry, you got to look at the ceiling. My very first one that I did is down there, but these are my big ones. I actually poured these live on YouTube and dug them up. That one there took me over 6 hours to pour. It's the biggest one that I got intact. It weighs over 60 pounds in aluminum, solid aluminum. And that's Queen's Crown. And that's my pride and joy. And then you've got Cliff Diver up there. I was supposed to mail that to somebody in Idaho, but she got enough. She got enough of my other art, so. Oh, if it was silver, I'd be rich. I sure the hell wouldn't be here, dude, if it was silver. I've got some silver for sale. I've got close to almost about $160. I've actually got it listed on Marketplace right now for $140. Silver's about ready to hit $70 an ounce. But I won some silver on YouTube a couple of years ago, or a year ago. But I mean, I get a solid brass piece if you want it. I'll wipe it off real quick. I just redid this for like the third damn time. And I had a problem with this new lacquer I was using, Rust-Oleum, and I don't like it. It just really sucked. This is just a regular ant sculpture, ant heel. It's not a fire ant. It's a brass, solid brass. Oh, really? Yeah, this one's solid brass. I've got again, if somebody offered me 850 for this one today, I'd take it. Um, if I was to put it on Etsy or eBay, I would list it at $1,250. And that's still cheap. I actually poured this one live and dug it up. I polished the hell out of this thing over 3 times. The base, that base killed me. I had that all taped off, and I used that Rust-Oleum clear coat, and it ran. I had to I spent an entire week sanding that base to get rid of that Rust-Oleum, and then I had to respray it, and it took me a lot of work. Hey, Dill, how you doing? I fell asleep during Scamula last night. Dill, I sent you a text message, but I know your phone gets all the scammers and all that, and I lost my phone number to Verizon, and I sent you a couple text messages. So yeah, my old number's gone. Um, I'll go. Actually, I'll probably do it right now. Of course, I'm using this phone. I got to write my new phone number down. Dill, I'm going through hell right now. I had some weirdo show up on the 15th and handed me a handwritten note saying that he bought the property and I had 15 days to get out. Oh. Let me see what my new number is. So, with my mental and health issues and having to deal with this right now in the middle of winter and Christmas, and it really, really messed me up pretty good. Yeah, some guy just showed up out of the blue on the 15th. What I think it is because I haven't been helping Miss Constance down there. she she hired this new weirdo because I haven't been going down there the last 6 months, and so I think this guy just needs a place to stay, and she offered him, since he's probably down there working on her house down where she lives, said, hey, get this guy out of my house up there and you can move in, is what I pretty much think is what's going on. It here, I'll show you. I'll show you. this is my this is my eviction notice. You'll get a kick out of my eviction notice. Here's my eviction notice, people. It's not even my name. This is my eviction notice, people. Some guy named Jeff Melton. This is a notice to Michael Lynn Van Diaz, whoever the fuck that is, to vacate the premises within 15 days, which is served on December 15th by the new owner, Jeff Melton, which whom has taken over possession and property. Is that legal? What do you guys think? Is that legal? Oh, hey, Bellows. Yeah, that's my eviction letter. And then 3 days ago, after my anxiety that I was going through, and I figured, screw it, I can get out of here maybe by the first if I really wanted to, or I can, I actually called a lawyer. Yeah, it's a joke. It's so stupid. But he showed up 3 days ago. My anxiety was starting to settle down. I was starting to feel better, and I was sitting here in my kitchen doing my dishes, and he pulled back in my driveway, and I ran. I wish I would have grabbed my phone, and I didn't think about grabbing my phone and videotaping it, but I ran to the front door, and I stopped him before he can even get on my porch, and I told him he needs to turn around, get his ass back in that car. He's like, well, I came to talk to you about cleaning up the backyard. We're going to clean up the backyard. I'm like, you get in your goddamn car. You get out of here right now. Don't come back until after Christmas and do it legally. Well, no. Get your ass back in your car and get the hell out of here. Don't come back. Yeah. It's good to see you too, Bellows. So yeah, that's kind of why I need to get out of here. My mental state has really diminished, and it's either I get the hell out of here or something really, really bad's going to happen. Like really bad. So it's time to get out of Tennessee. I'm going to try to move back to either Colorado or Montana or somewhere far, far away. And, maybe I can find some older person with some property that's got like a little cabin on it, and I can part-time help him around his place or their place or something like that is what I would really like to find. Thanks, Brushwalker. Yeah, it's this guy is just, he really, really, I mean, my health ain't that good. Especially what happened to me a couple of years ago with getting beat up by the cops and everything. And so it's time to get out of here and go find a place where I can just chill and I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, my stress level is just out the roof. It's just gone. But anyways, still up another one. Actually, Dill is the last one that ever bought a sculpture from me. He got one of my very first ones that I was trying to sell for a long time. Here's Waterfall. Let me go grab my other phone, and I'll go to one of your shorts still, and I'll throw out my new number. I've got two phones, so one is a government phone, and it's a safe light because I am disabled. Oh, what do I do with that? I can't find my other phone. What do I do with it? But yeah, this is Waterfall. It's $850. Yeah, Dill. I wanted to talk to you about that guy. And I know you're not too far away from me, but I may need somewhere to go. Even if it's for a couple days. Where the hell's my other phone? Oh, cat's knocked it off. Yeah, a year ago, somebody could have bought this for $300. So what are you up to today? You working, Dill? Hey, Brushwalker. Let me check you out real quick, see where you're at. Slingshot. I'm already subscribed. Oh, Billy. Okay. I know who you are. It's good to see you. You are working, okay. Hey, Billy. It's good to see you. All right, Dill. I'm going to run over to your channel. And I'm going to go to one of your shorts. What's a good one? We'll go to your spider short. I haven't seen that one. Pretty cool spider, though. Shaking. That's darn it. Oh. I missed that one time, Dill. I don't know if you're trying to get a hold of me or not, but again, Verizon really screwed me over. I lost my phone number that I had for over 20 years. use the, if you do call me or text me, there, just sent you one there, deal. Use the 720 number, the Colorado number. I said, do you go out find the ant hills, or do people call you when you find them? Brush, Billy. I was taking care of this lady named Miss Constance. She has a house down in Jasper, Tennessee, that has got like 20 fire ant hills, and she's been pouring granules down these fire ant hills for years, and they just pick up and they move. But I was taking care of her for the past 5 years up until recently. And so I was watching YouTube, about 4 years ago, and there was it came up on suggestions of this guy pouring a fire ant hill. I've never seen it, never saw it done, and I was just blown away. It was so beautiful, and I was just blown away. And then, being an independent contractor and construction and all that, I got hooked up with a guy, and he bought a piece of property off a semi truck driver that owed the IRS like $8 million. So, but anyways, a client of mine bought this property, and I had got the opportunity to help clean it up. I hired guys to come in and take everything, but I got all the aluminum. So I went out on Amazon and I got a smelter, and I had a barrel full of this aluminum from brake parts, and I ended up pouring 7 big, huge ant hills. And a few people were like, a few friends of mine on YouTube watched me do it, for one thing. And then, these things were so massive, but when you dig them up, you're going to have pieces break off. So what I was doing was taking these pieces and making little tiny ones like this one right here. So that's where I got started. Was I got all this free aluminum, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds of aluminum. I still got aluminum sitting in my backyard that I need to cut up and melt. I poured these 2 huge, massive ant hills, but they're full of these big old rocks. And so one fell apart, and that was the first Goliath that I poured. And I poured on that for like 4 days, and then something happened. Something really bad happened to me. And then, about 6 months later, I went back and I dug it up, and it just kind of fell apart. So all these ones here, like this one here, Waterfall, I took the pieces off these other 2 massive ant hills that I poured. And so my big huge fire ant hills, which if you want, I just showed them a little bit ago. I got one that's called Queen's Crown that I won't take less than $20,000 for. But something like this you can pick up for $450. Today I'd probably sell this for $250 if somebody wanted to buy it. I make all the bases. This is actually cedar base. I'm really good at woodworking. So Anyways, oh no. Anyways, sorry. I mean, I got several art pieces. I've already sent out over 100 art pieces, but these are the ones I'm showing today. I actually got a couple more that I'm working on. I poured one that was really cool. I actually was making it for, I thought, a good friend on YouTube. I'm not going to say his name, but a lady sent me $100 to build him an art sculpture, and he liked to play pool. And so I did my first epoxy pour, and this thing turned out incredible. I poured an epoxy pool table, little miniature one, put the legs on it and everything. It had aluminum art in the epoxy with it sticking up, holding an 8-ball. And then off the 8-ball, and it was all integral entwined. And then I had some little mini pool balls, and I put little tiny mini pool balls on it, and it was so beautiful. And I was going to give it to him, and I was almost finished with it. I worked on it for like 2 weeks straight, and I was at the last day, and the guy pissed me off. And I was like, there ain't no way. And she was like, well, send it to me and I'll give it to him. I'm like, there ain't no way he's getting this piece of art. And I ended up selling it to Angry Warrior in the coin community. And so Angry Warrior's got my pool table. It just different stuff, Billy. Do you want to see my big ones? I just showed them, but you want to see my big ones? So anyways, what I do is my big ones, which I had 2 big ones that one I took a sledgehammer to and shattered apart, my last big one. And to make these smaller ones that people can afford, like this one, I was selling these like this one last year for about $150. Today I'll sell this one for, I should charge $350 for this one. If I put it on Etsy, I'll charge $850. eBay, $850. So, but I've been on YouTube for almost 3 years straight. I really should have gone to Twitch. I really should have really worked on my Etsy shop. I should have done a lot more, but I'm not happy where I'm at. So that's what's going on here. And now I just got this idiot that just showed up at my house saying, oh, you got to get out. And you know what? I need to get out. I need to move. I need to get the hell out of here, or something bad is going to happen. So now all my work is up for sale. Here's one of my other brand new dice. I showed one just a little bit ago, but this is my other newer one. It's not as burnt as the other one, but so I made this base out of a 4x4 post. That's kind of a signature of mine is the dice. Hey James, long time. I'm sorry. I mean, I really haven't been up to going live, but it's what you see in the art. I mean, I see people. I see trees. I see emotions. I see whatever you guys see. I've got little miniatures. These used to be my signatures, kind of like channel stickers. That's where all these started. My little tiny minis were like my channel stickers, and I was giving them out. I'll take a walk and show you the big ones. James, I've tried. These are my big ones. The one on the left is 60 pounds of solid aluminum. And again, you know, I'll sell that one for about close to 16,000. That's Queen's Crown. That one I wouldn't take under 20,000. But yeah, James, they're all up for sale. That's Cliff Diver or Cliff Jumper. If you look at it right, it looks like a little dude's trying to jump off. Really, really neat. These guys are actually carrying a rock, which I'll show later today. You know, that one there's, you know, about $2,500. So, yeah, I mean, you know, people these days, they just don't have $20,000 laying in their pocket to buy something that's worth $100,000, you know. My very first one. Nope. That was my very first one I ever poured. I didn't know how to do the aluminum base at the time, so it's on a piece of white oak. And it stands almost, that's actually the spire. You got to understand, that's upside down. That whole thing is upside down. Right, Bob? So, anyways, there's a little, yeah, it's supposed to warm up. So anyways, that's my little spew on that. I really wasn't planning on talking this much today, but I guess I really ain't got nothing better else to do. I'll plug my phone back in because I'll probably be live all day today, maybe all night tonight, maybe all day tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, people. Darn it. So yeah, so what I do is I take the pieces and I make smaller ones. That way people can afford something like this, which if somebody wanted this right now, I'd sell it for $150. You know, sorry, it's a belated Christmas present for somebody if they wanted it, but I would ship them out Friday or Saturday if somebody bought it. You know, technically I would, you know, technically I would like $250 for it, but there's Grumpy. What's going on, mister? You finally get to see my artwork. Hey, look, Grumpy. No crowns in my chat. There's no crowns. Everybody's equal. I had to say that. Oh, that's funny. Relaxing with a cup of coffee. Yeah, I took mine. I went to relax, but then everybody started popping in and had questions, so. It's just in your advanced settings. You could either, you know, somebody was just throwing up those laughing faces and those hearts on the right. I hated that stupid heart button on the right. You can turn that off, and then you got the crown button right underneath that. You can turn that off. It's just when you go live, you just go to your advanced settings and turn them off. It's good to see you, Grumpy. I really enjoyed just hanging out in your channel, especially the other day. I was feeling pretty down and out, and it was nice just to sit there and hang with you all day. I was actually working on some of my art pieces, and these aren't even all my art pieces. Here's, I used to put up shorts every single morning, two shorts a morning, and I used to go live every Sunday at 2 o'clock and show my art. I used to go live on holidays and do it all up. But it just didn't get me anywhere. So I just quit. I just got tired of the bullshit and I just quit. I'm doing this to sell my artwork. I'm not doing it to make money on YouTube. I don't care if I get monetized. YouTube takes 30% of your pay anyways. This one here is $250. My other two I'd let go today for $150 each.
Oh, looks like you're backing up a bit here.
It does. A lot of people do inspire me, especially Grumpy in his channel and everybody that's in there that does the woodworking, like 3D Woodworks that was in here, or Happy, or Robert. Natalie, she inspired me with my seashell, different thoughts that I can do with that because of what she does. Yeah, I kind of named this one Dancing in the Sky. Acrobat, I don't know. Grumpy, yeah, and that's what I like about you. My head right now is pretty effed up. My health ain't very good. Of course, I know everybody, I know your health isn't pristine either. We're all getting old, and I'm not able to go see a doctor. I'm not able to see anybody. Where I live, the people suck. If I lived down in Chattanooga, which I lived in Chattanooga for 20 years, things might be different, but then again, it's a rat race, and I just don't think I want to be there anymore. So, somebody sent me some attitude adjustment, and I haven't taken any this morning. Sometimes I feel like it, sometimes I don't, but the past week I've had real bad anxiety and PTSD, and last night I had a real bad panic attack. Or I was going to go live yesterday, but this asshole showed up in my house and it just really upset me and put me in a different world. So yeah. Replacing my head. Still, I'm slowly trying to get right. Yeah. I just work at my best to be better today than I was yesterday. I was trying that, but I always fall down, especially during the holidays. I don't like the holidays. I was going to do a spinning Christmas tree again this year, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to decorate for Christmas. You know, those animated Santa Claus and whatever that you guys saw sitting over there is because I'm trying to sell them on Marketplace for 20 bucks. Again, I need to sell everything I own and get the hell out of here. I've got to get out of this where I'm at. If I stay here, something really bad's going to happen. So I can't stay here anymore. I've got to move. I've got to get out of here. I don't know exactly where I'm going. I don't know how I'm getting there, but I just know that I've got to go. Anyways, we'll throw up this one. I mean, I'm not going to mess with the direction of the spinner, but this one, it's not even really done, but I mean, if somebody wanted this today, I mean, I got to re-glue it. And, I mean, it's still holding together, but, you know, again, here's another $150 sculpture, which I'd probably add to it before I send it out. I've got a couple that are just unfinished. Again, I mean, I've made a lot of art pieces, and I don't know how much longer. I mean, I've got so many other pieces to show, but again, I still don't feel good. I may take a break here, go lay down here for a while. I don't know, or I may just keep them spinning and just go silent. And every time I get up, I'll just switch them out. You know, that's just the cheesy one that I got. This one here is called Demons. This is where my mind's at. This one I will spin it the other way. But this one is called Demons. Maybe you'll understand why. This one here is $1,000 sculpture. You know, somebody, made an offer, who knows? Problem is shipping this. Believe it or not, this sculpture started with one piece. You can go back to one of my very old shorts, and it started with this piece, which I need to glue back in. There's another one that I sold that kind of looked like this. I think this reminds me of the Easter Island kind of people. This sculpture started this one piece, and it reminded me of the Easter Island. I was trying to decide if I want to glue it in or keep it like it is. That way people can pull it out and look at it. Kind of like what I just did. So then I went and I added everything to it. But I thought it was kind of cool to leave it unglued. Hello, Norma. How are you doing? I'm not feeling well. Oh, what'd I do? Oh, dang it. I didn't want to do that. Norma's got a little kitty. She got 2 little kitties. Mouse wants to play fetch. Good. Mouse just came and dropped her mouse. Oh, Mouse wants attention. Bob wants attention. Let's see if Mouse will play fetch. Mouse. Mouse. No, she would have, but Bob showed up. No. She's like, nah. Not now that Bob's here, I'm not gonna play. Yeah. Well, if you guys got any questions, talk to my secretary, Rubberneck. She's the one that's selling all this. She's my salesperson. I'm gonna go sit for a minute. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this one spin for a little bit, people. Hey, Grumpy. I'll be here for the next 24 hours or so. I'll take breaks, but I'm just gonna show off my art until Christmas, and if anybody's interested, they can email me, or they can just sit there and watch it, and you guys can just chat amongst yourself. Yeah, I mean, I got you on chat. I mean, I've got 5 phones, so. Yeah, well, you just saw Mouse. Mouse is actually Bob's mom.
can get deals on gifts all season long, but they don't have to know that.
Oh. Give me a minute, folks. I gotta keep my phone plugged in. Oh, my hand's cramping. Call this one Mantis. Y'all can watch this one for a little bit if you want. I don't know, is it crooked? Hi, Susan. Not gonna get a break, am I? Ozzy Susan. I know you. Come on, stay. My turntable does not like the heaviness of this. My turntable is a couple years old and it does not like this one. It's kind of worn out. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, Kamari. If you're still here. Yeah, this one here, yeah, it's a little too heavy for my spinner. It's kind of old. Yeah, this one here probably weighs close to 3 pounds, maybe more. It's not quite solid brass. It's 90% brass and 10% copper. This is one that I poured in my front yard. It was just a little anthill, bull anthill. I am going to have to take it off because it's going to burn out my thingamajig. So we'll put up something else that is kind of unique. Again, I got my dice here that, you know, if somebody wanted to buy this dice, I'd sell it for $150 today. Normally it'd be $250. Okay, Susan. Yeah, it's almost 10 a.m. here, and I'm about ready to fall asleep myself. Um, I don't sleep good as it is. Thanks for coming in, though. Appreciate it. I know several people down in Australia. And then you got this really, really cool. I love this dice. This dice looks really cool. So I mean, the turntable works good on the smaller ones. Kind of like it going the other way. Close enough. Maybe look better the other way. I don't know. ℤ𝔼𝔻. You have a wonderful day too, or night, morning. Again, if somebody wanted this one, it'd be 150. Normally 250. I am going to take a break, people. Just any questions, just email me or talk to Rubberneck. Rubberneck, you going to hang out all day? I mean, you got stuff to do too. We may take a break here in a little bit. I've got so many other pieces of art that I haven't even put up yet. Appreciate everybody being in here. All right, Rubberneck. I mean, I'd like to leave this running all day, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel. I definitely need to run to town before Christmas. If I do sell something. I got a lot of things posted on Marketplace also, so I need to take pictures of these while I'm spinning them and throw them up on Marketplace. Last minute Christmas presents, I guess. I don't know. That's what I should be doing. I'll do it here. I'm good.
Take a look in the 5 and 10. Listening once again. The candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Stars in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that chooses the wish that Barney and Ben. And mom and dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Now there's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. A sturdy kind of birds and muck.
I don't know if we'll get copyrighted for that or not.
At Farm Bureau Health Plans, we are your neighbors, your friends, and partners in health.
Hey, bud. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Bud Pals. Good to see you. I've been watching. I just don't chat a lot anymore. Oh, I should. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to take some pictures. And I'm gonna throw it up on Marketplace. And maybe my Etsy too. So give me a sec, people. I forgot this. I forgot this is what I was going to do. As far as I really hate Marketplace. I hate Marketplace with I hate Marketplace with a vengeance. Again, you know, Marketplace would be good if I lived in Chattanooga or Nashville, but I live up in the boonies, and you know, so many people, and you got to deal with so many people. Oh, I'm on my way, and they never show up. Or hey, meet me in town. Go and sit there for 2 hours, and they don't show up. Or they just ask stupid questions, and they get your hopes up. But you know, it's kind of what I've been using. All right, well, we'll go ahead and we'll throw another dice up. We'll throw up my dice. Again, you know, right now, my dice on YouTube are, you know, I'll let them go for 150. This one's kind of special. I'd like to get a little bit more. Yeah, exactly, Norma. Exactly. I'm in Tennessee, and it's supposed to be like 75 degrees on Christmas, and then next Sunday night it's supposed to drop down to again the 30s, and next week is supposed to be like during the day it's supposed to be in the 30s. So, anyways, let me see if I can do this. I'm sorry, people. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna probably go sit for a minute and post these on Marketplace. Oh, I gotta scoot back more. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's do the pictures first, then. Normally, I go into my phone and I do high definition or edit and enhance and all that crap, but I'm not going to do that for Marketplace. I usually do it for YouTube. I'll take it, and if I do shorts, I'll kind of dress it up and all that. All right, Norman, thanks for coming in. This one here, you got to be really careful with it. Have a wonderful day, Norma. Yeah. I may shut this down here. It's been going for like 3 hours. Or I may throw a new one up and just let you guys watch it. I'm going to do this last dice. That way I can throw my dice up. I got to clean out the cloud also. I really need to have this on my other tripod. Do you hear what I hear? That's enough of that. Here's a brand new one. I don't like it, but it's a brand new one. What do you guys think about that one? Yeah, Sky Dancer is very fragile. I really don't even want to ship that one, to tell you the truth. You seen this one since it's been completed, Rubberneck? The base, I've had it for over a year, and I had it differently, and this and that, and just never liked it. I never liked the base. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Nike. Well, hell, if somebody wanted this one, 150 plus shipping. You know, this is one where it's like, if you want it, hey. It's not my favorite. It's all was made finished it on the 9th, I guess. I don't know. Did something like that. It's not my cup of tea. I mean, I went out of the way to cut that piece of wood out of a tree that fell down out in my backyard. It's just, I don't know. It was something different. It's definitely different. I might take a break, and I may go live out in the living room. Let's see here. I showed that one. Just in case somebody does. So you got this one here. I'll show you my newest ones. I'm not going to show golden shower. Golden shower you will not be seen today. This one here, I mean, I'm going to call it done. The spinner cannot handle the weight of this. This thing's probably close to 5 pounds, 6 pounds. I don't know. But I figured I'd go ahead and show it off. Kind of put it together. I had a guy over here, but it broke. It was some guy fishing. Where the marble is, there was had a tree there. So it's something different, you know. You see all my wooden bases and whatnot. I really need to get a rag. Oh. You know, I don't know. I'm just fed up with everything these days. I'm gonna put these in really quick just to show them, and then I'm gonna probably shut down for now. Like again, I got a couple more that I've got to get together. I got my brand new one, Bird's Nest, that I want to get done and show off. This one here is Zed, number 68. I made a while back. It's been cleaned over 3 times, re-lacquered 3 times, polished over. And I'm saying I worked on this 3 different times in the past year or 2. But yeah, that one is heavy. This is Puking Lizard. It's listed on Marketplace for $1,850. If somebody wanted to drop $1,000 bill on it today, I'd take it. This one here will probably be worth over $10,000 someday. Down the road. But as far as that being said, that's the last one that I'm going to show for now. I am going to shut this down for a little while. I may go and I don't know if I'll take a nap or not. Appreciate everybody coming in. But Robert, thanks for all your help. Go do your stuff. It's 11 o'clock where you're at. No, I've been wanting to. I just haven't felt very, very well. So take care of your stuff, and we'll come back this afternoon and we'll try it again. Dill, if you're still around, thank you, man. But there's most of my art. Yeah, but yeah, we'll come back this afternoon and we'll do it again. Let me go post the dice on. Yeah, I'm out of papers. I'm out of tubes. So I'll go pipe. Oh, I don't want you to see that. Yep. Last night's dinner's still sitting over there. But just to give you a show. You got water, got a few more going. And we got, what was that? Lava dancer? Dancing in the lava? I don't know. I can't remember what she called it. We got bananas. I'll probably have a banana. Maybe some juice or something make me feel better. Who wanted that one? I can't remember. Somebody wanted that emerald. She called it emerald. Oh gosh, a messy place. Well, we'll finish this up in my living room. I mean, if you guys want to drop a $20,000 bill, let me know. You got Queen's Crown, Goliath. And then here's what I'm going to work on. We may take a break and we might work on this on my other channel. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But there's Bird's Nest. So, well, appreciate everybody coming in. I'm going to take a break. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.